going to get on top of the kettlebell, directly over top of it. You want the handle to be in line with your ankles. So it has to be that straight. It has to be precise. It's a precise setup. Assume a stance where it's wider than shoulder width apart. Think kind of like sumo style. And bring your toes slightly turned out. Stick your toes a little bit turned out. Not too much, maybe 15 degrees out. You're going to think of the wall. What we just did against the wall. You're going to push your butt back. And this time you're going to reach down. But don't reach forward. I want you to reach down beneath you. You don't have to look down to see the kettlebell. I want you to keep looking forward. But you're just going to wiggle your hands and reach for the handle. You're going to grab the handle, brace your abs, push through your heels and stand tall. Stand tall. That's it. Good. And pause for a second. On the way down, what you're going to do is you're going to... It should look the same on the way up as on the way down. So you're going to gently push the kettlebell back using your lats, these muscles here, the armpit muscles. Swim the kettlebell back between your legs and allow it to just park forward. Set it down and park it. And stand back up and relax. Shake it off. And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat while doing only one rep at a time, like you just did. And I'm just going to walk around, see if you guys are doing it right. What you should feel is you should feel a stretch, a bow-like stretch in the hamstrings as you go down. You don't want to lose that. Alright? Ideally, the shoulders should be higher than the hips, and the hips higher than the knees. It shouldn't look like a squat. It should look more like this, right there. Okay? Otherwise, just stand tall and repeat. Good. So push your knees out. That's it. Push them out. That's it. Stand up. Good. Shoulders down. Relax. Push it back. Take your time. Good. Good. That's it. Good. Everybody get that? Another thing is you're going to break the handle. Break it like this. Grip the handle and squeeze it. Squeeze the pulp out of it. Try to break it in half like this. As you stand up, everything happens at once. So, abs, butt, shoulders, hands, everything is contracting, staying tight. Okay, see if you can do that. Just do one rep at a time. Take your time. Go slow. Good. Stand tall. Good. Smoothly go up when you're going up. You might want to go a little bit wider. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yeah. Push your butt back. Aim it a little further back, just a little bit behind you. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Use these muscles here. That's it. Engage this. That's it. Shoulders down.
Come on, Beach.
Big chest.
One more.
Good. Very good. Engage these muscles here. Pinch them back and keep them down there. Break the handle. Stand tall. That's it. And set it back down. Good. Set it back down. Park it and chill. You know that in your shoulders are ball and socket, right? Same thing with your hips, ball and socket, right? So when I told you to break the handle like this, you can also do that with your hips. You can externally rotate the hips. So they say, okay, spread the floor with your feet, but it doesn't originate from your feet. It originates from your hips. You can do a deadlift by doing this with your hips. It originates from right here. Not the knees, not the feet. And then when I'm standing up, it's like I'm creating more torsion, more tension. You want to try that? Go ahead, try it. You guys all try that. You guys understand what I'm saying? Okay, try that. See how that feels. Open up the hips as you stand tall. Open up the hips. Stand tall, open up the hips. That's it. Squeeze your glutes. There you go. And set it down and just park it. and relax. Does that answer your question?
It's gonna be a little hard, if you shift back, you hold the weight there. If you're like on your heels and like grip the floor, though.
Well,
it's like working against it.
Well, actually, here's the thing. Like, you want to keep most of the pressure on your heels. Why? Because it engages more the posterior chain. However, you do want to distribute the weight somewhat evenly. It could be mid-foot, but for me it works very well on my heels. It should feel like I'm about to fall back, right? So as a corrective, what I'll have some people do if they don't know how to deadlift is I'll take maybe a stack of books, or you could take some small plates, some barbell plates, and you elevate their toes like this. You elevate their toes. That way when they hinge, they can't go forward. They can't slip their knees forward. They just have to do this. They have no choice. So that's one way you can correct somebody if they can't do a hinge and you see them squat, is you have them stand with their toes on top of an elevation like this. Okay? But what you want to do is you still want to be pushing with your whole foot.
Yeah,
you want to be gripping your toes.
You want to stay mid-foot, right?
Yeah. 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 So just kiss it on the ground, gently kiss it. Imagine that there's a baby's face hovering over the kettlebell. I want you to be that gentle with the kettlebell. Just kiss the ground gently. Don't just drop it like that. That's being disrespectful to the kettlebell, the floor, and people around you. Okay? So just gently set the kettlebell back down, slowly. Alright? Go ahead. Perfect. Very good. So you're kind of like a ninja, right? No. Super. Fantastic. Thank you. You're going to hike past the kettlebell 3 times. 2, 3. On the third one, boom, you hit it, you're going to stand up in the deadlift. Stand up like a deadlift, like Didier was doing. He's coming up explosively up. I want you to be aggressive when you're standing up. Stand up to attention like you're in the military, right? When you stand up, contract every muscle from the neck down. Like plank your body. You should be feeling right here, kneecaps pulled up, shoulders should be down, okay? So at the top of the swing, the kettlebell is gonna like kind of surge forward on its own because you're literally throwing it forward. So what I want you to do is just hang in there. Be patient with the kettlebell. Play chicken with it on the way down. When it wants to come down, gently guide it back to the start position right here. Okay? It should be, when you're coming back down, it should feel where you started. Right here. So you have to get the timing right. You throw it forward, you hit the apex of the swing. Shouldn't go higher than your chest. Should be about right here. The standards are that your body should form a straight line, your abs and your butt should visibly contract, your kneecaps want to be pulled up, your shoulders must be down, and your arms are just forming an extension of the kettlebell. They're also forming a straight line like this. Right? So everything should be aligned straight. Also, keep in mind that the swing is an exercise in projection, like a punch, like a straight punch, or a throw. You're trying to project something forward, not up. You're not trying to elevate nothing. If you want to elevate, then I'll show you the snatches. So for swings, it's poof, in front of you. On the way down, take your time, be patient with it, and then when your arms come here, right about where the kettlebell, as it's about hit you in the groin, you just get out of the way, right here, and you just swing it back. Once you're back here, you're allowed to come back and do a few more hike passes, like this, a few more pendulums. So all I want is to see one good swing from you, where you do 3, on the third one, stand up, and then you go back down into the pendulum. You can set it back down, and then you repeat. Okay? I just want to see one good swing at a time. You're going to grab a towel, like this. And we're going to do what's called the towel swing. And the towel swing is kind of corrective, but it's going to give you exaggerated feedback on your swing. What that means is if you're doing something weird or funny, you're gonna see it right away. Like if you're pulling with your arms, the kettlebell is gonna droop down. If you don't have the proper timing, it's gonna pull you down rather than back, right here. So if you go down too soon on the swing, which is the kettlebell goes lower than your knees, you don't want that. You want it to pull you here, kind of above your knees, kind of in this hole right here. So I come down, it's here, and then I push it back. So it's not down here, right? You guys get that? This is gonna help you get the timing and control the kettlebell a little bit better. So you're trying to form an extension of your arms, the towel, and the kettlebell on the way up and on the way down. Okay? I'm just going to borrow that kettlebell, Mario, and I'm going to demonstrate what it's going to look like. Now, if you noticed that I didn't demonstrate the swing to you guys at all before you did it on your own, you guys guess why I did that? There's a reason for it. You guys guess? No? Well, here's the thing, is that you don't want to show the swing to anybody. You want to get them to feel it on their own. Because if you demonstrate the swing for your student, they're going to get the idea that they're lifting with their arms. And that's what most people do. That's what, because they see a swing, they think it's just trying to swing with their arm. It's not. You want to keep the arms loose, fairly relaxed. What's tight is the shoulders and the lats, they're down here. Otherwise, the arms, they should just go along for the ride, that's all. So the towel is gonna really drive that point home. So watch. When I loop it inside the handle, I'm gonna grab it close. I'm not gonna grab it out here. Not a good idea, right? So I'm gonna set up in a way, well, I just need to do one hike now. I no longer need to pendulum the kettlebell for reps anymore. I'm just going to do one hike and I'm going to swing. So here's how you set up. You set up with the kettlebell directly in front of you, maybe a foot or so, and you hinge back like at the bottom of a deadlift, and you extend your arms. If you're too far, you can't reach for it, just step a little closer, that's all. Extend your arms, grab the handle or the towel or whatever, and just tilt it downwards like this. It's the same with the handle. You're just holding it like this, with the hips are high, okay? So you want to be like this, one hike, and pop into the swing right away, okay? So your aim is to do, the first rep is the best one, and then you just want to chain those, one perfect rep after another. So you have a strong start, and you also want to finish strong. So here's the towel swing. I loop the towel in the handle, I sit back, I tilt it down, I'm fairly relaxed. And I set it down. Okay, so if you noticed, then I'm really patient with it. I just allow it to come down and it pulls me kind of. I don't go down before. I wait until my arms kind of slide back and they stop here, and I just slide back and then stand back up. When I stand up, I contract every muscle in my body from the neck down, and I stand tall. My arms aren't swinging forward, I just keep my shoulders packed and my arms relaxed. And I pace myself. Try to make the kettlebell float up, and I gently bring it back. That's it. Here we go.
Tend to go in the squats again.
In the squat. Okay, so here's what you do. You're gonna hold this towel like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it behind you and I'm gonna pull it. And I want you to feel that pull. It's gonna, I don't know if you guys know the exercise, cable pull through, with kind of you're holding a cable, and if you do a cable pull through, it should be exactly, almost like that, should look like that, like a cable pull through, right? Okay, so just hold it. I'm gonna grab it, big tall chest, and just hinge back, and I'm gonna pull. Feel the pull right here. Big chest, bigger chest. Nope, big chest, open up. That's it. You feel that pull?
Yeah.
You feel it? Feel your hamstrings pull?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, stand up, push to your feet. Good. If you felt that pull, I want you to reach back with the kettlebell that far. I want you to memorize the feeling, go back, hike past it the same way, and stand up. Okay, but start that way. I want to see the first rep to be strong. Don't start by pushing up. Push it back. That's how you start it. Reach back. Reach back. Reach back. That's it. Reach back. Reach further back. Take your time. Prends ton temps. Laisse un peu relaxer. A little relax. Reach back. Push it back. Push it back. Push it back. Project it forward. That's it. Yeah. Set it down. Allow it to stop. Relax. Shake it off.
What's over here?
It improved. Sometimes it may not improve right away, but while they do it, cue them. So they kind of like remember. Then they mentally have to think to focus on that. So he didn't get it right away. So I said, feel the pull, feel it behind you, and then I have to give them a few more cues. You may have to cue them as they're swinging. You may see them things they're not doing, so you cue them to do it. Contract your abs, squeeze your butt, shoulders down, stand tall, push through your feet, all that stuff. All these little cues, it's language that you can use with your students. Okay? Anybody else before we wrap up?
Come on.
Yeah, come on now. Can we have the music? Okay. Good. 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 Awesome. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it there, bro.